Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm with Preparation with Purpose. I'm your career coach. Today we're talking about Q&As on networking and referrals. So I'm going to answer some questions that will help you with networking and asking for referrals to get you job opportunities to hopefully help you get hired. So the first question is, how can I network if I'm introverted or shy? The best way is to know yourself, to thy own self be true. If you know that you are not good around large crowds of people, don't subject yourself to it. They say there's job fairs and things like that. Do an online job fair. Um, do one-on-one situations where you using LinkedIn as your method of connecting and networking, because it's better for you to reach out to one person and have them help you get to the person that you need to find. So that may work better for you. But just making sure that you're putting yourself in conditions and situations that's not going to cause you to be uncomfortable or even not be able to put yourself in the best position. So hope that helps you. All right, next question. How do I ask for a job referral professionally? It's easy. It's easier than you may think. Just basically, you find somebody on LinkedIn that works at the job that you want to work for. Just reach out to them, ask them to be a connection, and as in your introduction of why you want to connect, just let them know that, hey, I see that you're employee at such and such job, and I'm curious about finding out more information. I would love if you would be willing to give me 5 to 10 minutes of your time. I would love to connect with you about said position, about to get more insight into the company and how I can help. If you can help me to potentially get my foot in the door. And they either reply or they don't. And so in that situation, it may be a numbers game of you reaching out to somebody that works there for informational sessions, but you can also look for people that work in HR, people that are recruiters, things like that, so that way you can kind of get to the right person, because recruiters and HR people will help you get to the right person because they know what it means to get positions filled and things like that. So definitely just reach out to using LinkedIn for that as that resource to help you get referrals to get your foot in the door. Next, should I attend job fairs or networking events? As I mentioned with the first question, if you are a people person that you thrive on being energized by being around people, by all means go to the job fairs, go to networking events. If you are introverted or shy, it doesn't mean that you should not go to a job fair. Go early, because the early bird gets the worm. Because a lot of times you go there early, a lot of people are not there yet. A lot of people try to wait till it's a little bit later. They've been, everybody's got time to get set up and stuff like that. But if you go in there first while people may still be setting up, that's when you're gonna get that one-on-one attention. And so you may be able to go to, like, if you know who's gonna be there, and you definitely say, hey, I want to talk to these people first. Get there early, right when they open, so you have first shot at them and getting their attention, because they respect people that are about their business. So by you being an early bird, getting a worm, they're gonna put you on the list of, like, she showed up first. He was dressed very professional, had his resume, had a great conversation. He's very experienced, and I think this person will be an asset. So I'm definitely gonna forward your information on to whoever, or I'm gonna call you when I get back to the office. So that's how that can go. So make sure you're using the most use of your time and don't turn away opportunities. The other thing I'll say, and everybody on this video, watching this video, may not be a believer, may not be, believe in God, but I do. I am a believer of Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And so I will also say, be prayerful throughout the process, that God will lead you to paths that you need to go on, so that way you get the opportunities that you're looking for. If you feel like you're fearful or you're kind of anxious about it, pray for peace to come upon you, so that way when you're in those situations where there's a lot of people, that you stay focused and calm, that you're not nervous or anxious and you outside of your normal character. So be mindful of that. Next question. How do I build a professional network from scratch? LinkedIn is a great resource, but I'm going to go more local than that. Your immediate family, your friends, your extended family, people in your local area are your initial network. You should be asking them, hey, I'm looking to get hired on at Wellstar Hospital. Do you know anybody that works there? Do you know anybody that can help me reach out to a hiring manager or whatever? But that's how you start, by talking to somebody, because we all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And so that's how you start your initial network of starting from scratch. And then you look on, like, for all of us that's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, these social media platforms, we reach out to people on within our circles. Like, hey, guys, family, I'm looking for somebody that I'm trying to get a job with Wellstar Hospital. Anybody have any connections to Wellstar Hospital? Let me know. Hit me up direct. Hit me in my DMs or whatever. And that's how you start that localized professional network from scratch. And then you incorporate using LinkedIn to expand it. And then you go to job fairs and networking events to expand it. Then you look at community, what is it? Community industry associations and things like that to further expand your professional network. But those are the steps that you take to expand your network, professional network from scratch. Next question: what's the best way to reconnect with old coworkers for job leads? And that's your social media. Because if you don't work there anymore and you don't have their immediate contact, that's how you will find them, if you know, from social media. Or you can go on LinkedIn and you see, hey, that's John Smith. I remember him. He worked at Best Buy with me back in 2022. So you reach out to John Smith in LinkedIn and, hey, John, you remember we used to work together? So, oh, hey, how you been? Add to be a connection, follow them or whatever, be a connection on LinkedIn, and then you connect, and then you message them directly. Hey, you remember we worked such and such and such together? Hey, I see that you're working there, and I would love to get some input on how I can go about getting hired on with them. Let's reconnect. But you don't want to just come across as a user and like, I haven't heard from you in 10 years, now you're reaching out for me just to get me to help you get a job. You got to build rapport. Like, if you knew this person, reconnect and gradually, like, hey, can I take you out to lunch? Can we reconnect? What you been up to? But like, whether it's a cup of coffee or whatever you're trying to do, but be not a user, but foster a relationship. So that way he will help you, and maybe you can figure out a way that you can help him. But it's a give take relationship. And so you give something, he gives something. You take something, he takes something. But it's give and take, and not just take. That makes sense? All right. Next question. Should I join professional associations or online communities? If it makes sense to do so, and again, I will vet them out, because you don't want to be in a situation where it's people that, oh, it's a group of engineers, but then they're also racist, or they're drunks, and this is like some other behind the scenes type of cult type thing going on within that organization. So vet, do your research, do your due diligence, research that group to make sure that it is something of like-minded people that's pursuing the same type of goals and situations that it makes sense for you to do. A lot of times with schools, colleges, you're part of a alumni. That's a great place to start if you're looking at your network as well. If you, especially if you're a college graduate, reach out to your old alma mater and see about joining their alumni programs and things like that, and connect with them, because they're still, like, a lot of colleges will want to make sure that you are employed. They have career services and things like that to help you get employment, because you are a graduate from that school. So make sure you're taking advantage of those resources that are available for you. And then the next question, this one's a bonus question, is how do I maintain relationships with recruiters within the same industry? So again, once you identify, I mentioned this in another video, you have recruiters that are either contracted recruiters for the employer, or they're on staff for the employer. Once you identify what they are, if they're a contracted recruiter, then they may get hired. Their contract may last a year, may last 6 months, whatever, because they have a certain role that they're trying to fill for that employer. And then once that role is filled, then their contract expires and they're on to another assignment somewhere else, barring that they get contracted for another position with someone else. But so depending on the type of recruiter, it could help you. So for example, the Wellstar scenario I gave earlier. If you're got a recruiter with Wellstar, a lot of times they will recruit for different departments within Wellstar Hospital. So that is who you want to keep a relationship with, because if you're trying to ultimately have a thriving career with Wellstar that gives you upward mobility, then having a relationship with that recruiter, if they're on staff, will be beneficial for you, because they can give you insights and help you to network and connect with other people that's in those other positions that you may be wanting to aspire to. And so you might be able to link up and get a mentor there or whatever. But those are where you want to foster the relationship with those recruiters, because they're going to help you be interviewing you probably for those said roles that you're aspiring to advance to. So knowing the difference is very important with that. I hope this question and answer session gave you good insight about networking and asking for referrals and that type of stuff. Um, Again, if you have additional questions that you don't feel like I answered, or have just a different question that you want asked, want answered, then definitely drop those in the comment section below. I do need for you guys to like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more of this content coming your way. I will definitely keep the question and answer sessions coming. I really love sharing this information with you guys. I'm passionate about the job search process. I really want to help you all get the jobs that you're looking to attain. Again, I am a career coach. If you're interested in talking to me further, just go to preparationforpurpose.com. You can schedule a free consultation. I would love to talk to you and see how I can help you with what you're looking to do. I help from every step from the job search. I'll help you align the companies that you should be applying for. I help you to customize your resume and cover letters. I help you to update your profile on LinkedIn. I help you to practice interviewing with mock interviews. I help you to figure out how to network and get you a network going. I help you with, if you get a job offer, I help you to review the job offer to make sure it's going to meet your needs. And if you need a counter that said job offer, I help you with that. I help you with vetting out the employers, of researching how to go about researching employers and doing your due diligence. So I help you from every step of the way of the hiring process, of the getting the job process, of the job searching process. So I want to help you. Again, like, subscribe to the video, to the YouTube channel. Definitely go to our website, preparationforpurpose.com, for additional resources there. I hope you enjoy this content. I hope it helps you. Talk to you soon.